Welcome to a new episode of Hacks and Hobbies with your host, Junaid Ahmed. It's been some fun days. We've recorded a few interviews over the past weekends, and in one of the interviews, I got to talk with my brother-in-law, Omar, and he's always a great person to have a conversation with. Because one of the things that I like about him is the expansive knowledge he has around so many different things, and he's not afraid to dig in and take the conversation to the next step up. So it was really cool talking to him. And in one of the conversations, I was telling him how I was telling another cousin of mine what bike to get because he's looking into get into cycling. And so we had a huge conversation with him. So Omar was like, why don't you do a episode or two or three of properly deciding what type of bike to get based on the different reasons that people might have. And it won't really address the price point. Like it won't address what price point they might buy these bikes at, but at least it will be they're better prepared to go in when purchasing a bicycle. Now there's many types of bicycles, and am I going to dedicate this podcast to picking the best bicycle? Maybe, maybe not. I would like to touch a little bit upon it, but I haven't ridden my bike in a month. And I would like to get back on it and, get back onto my training because spring is coming pretty close. We're already into February. And the one thing that I do want to do to talk more about cycling and the decision-making process is bring on some guests who are, professional cyclists who are part of the Team Velocity team, and they've been doing it a lot longer. They're more involved. They're watching YouTube videos and they're talking about the gear. They're talking about the cycling gears and the equipment, the different models that are out. Like every year, there's something new happening in the cycling world. And so these guys are much more adept at answering any question you might have. So if you do have any questions, send them my way. That way we can address these questions when I bring in these guests that are uh, experts in cycling. So I think that's a pretty cool. And one of the reasons we even got to this topic was because I've posted at least 3 or 4 episodes on podcasting, on cycling, on the podcast, and overall they've gotten pretty good views, pretty good listens. So I believe there's a avid community out there looking to see, learn about cycling and what it takes to be a cyclist, what it takes to own a bicycle, and yeah. So some of the things that I could break down and talk about are the different types of bicycles that are available today and what they serve as a function. So, or what function they serve in the overall scheme of things, overall scheme of having a cycle around. Now, you've probably noticed a lot of rent-a-bikes. There's even rent-a-scooter now in some of the metro cities. I haven't had an experience riding a scooter, electric scooter around, but I do believe that it would definitely be a lot of fun. Motorized transportation, right? It's so amazing. My one of the YouTubers that I subscribe to, Casey Neistat, he's always riding around downtown on his motorized skateboards, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, he's certainly having a lot of fun riding these longboards motorized longboards or the single wheel. I mean, there's a lot to say about it. But in cycling area, we have at least three major cycling types. And these three major cycling types can be broken down into many more, but the main groups are these three ones. They could be four, but I'm going to stick to three for now. So the number one that is the number one cycling type that's watched on television, that has an international sport level, is the road bike. The road bikes are designed to be aerodynamic. They're designed to be aggressively styled, and you're you're in a state where when you're riding the cycle, the human and the cycle are one. They become one as a single, uh, a single tool, a single device, a single vehicle. So one of the main things when you get a bicycle, a road bike is, well, I guess we can go into that details, but let me go to the next one. The next bike type is a hybrid bike. Now this hybrid bike has tires that can go on a trail, and they're also designed to be low friction on the pavement. So these are pretty popular among the amateur and hobbyist cycling areas, and these bikes are, they they come at a much lower price range. The next bike type is the mountain bike. The mountain bike, so you can go up on the mountains, you can go up on the trails, and you have different tire types. They have different tires on each of these bike types that I just mentioned. Road bikes have thinner tires, anywhere from 23 millimeters up to 25, 27, and now they're getting even bigger. And then the hybrid bikes start with 40 millimeters or maybe 33 millimeters up to 40 and 45. And then we have the mountain bikes, which have the biggest tires of them all. They start anywhere from 1.75 inches to up to 4 inches, I believe. So that's where I meant, there's multiple categories of these main categories. So yeah, those are the three main cycling types. Of course, there's also cruisers and BMXs, and there's single speeds. So those are, again, further broken down. So I think in the next episode, I can break down the different bike types, and of course, look forward to the next interview, and get moving from there. So spring is about 2 months, 2 to 3 months out. If you have not been training, and if you are a cyclist, or if you're looking to get into cycling, there's many ways to train for it. There's indoor cycling available at gyms that you can get on and do the I don't even know the spin classes, right? I don't even know the right terms. Usually spin classes because you're just spinning. But yeah, that's a little catch up on the interviews we had last weekend and some coming up this weekend. Thanks again for listening. I hope that I'm bringing value to you. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out at hacksandhobbies.com. You can also check out the episodes on hacksandhobbies.com. Thanks so much.